So what you can do here, back up the data on your AWS EBS volumes to Amazon S3 by taking point-in-time snapshots. Point-in-time usually refers to a given point of time where you can back up your data on your AWS EBS. So snapshots are incremental backups, which means that only the blocks on the device that have changed after your most recent snapshot are saved. This minimizes the time required to create the snapshot and saves on storage cost by not duplicating data. So this is basically done by creating the backup of your delta so that you don't have to store the duplicate data as your backup again and again. One more important thing is that when you delete a snapshot, that is your backup, only the data unique to that snapshot is removed. So you have backed up the data. So what about restore then? Luckily, each snapshot contains all the information that is needed to restore your data to a new EBS volume. That really helps, isn't it? So when you create an EBS volume based on a snapshot, the new volume begins as an exact replica of the original volume that was used to create the snapshot. So the snapshot will be the exact copy, so don't worry about losing your data or a fraction of it. So the replicated volume loads data in the background so that you can begin using it immediately. If you access data that hasn't been loaded yet, the volume immediately downloads the requested data from Amazon S3 and then continues loading the rest of the volume's data in the background. So the above point I mentioned that the requested data is accessed from S3. Remember that all your snapshots are stored on AWS S3 itself. Let's move on and let's see how it actually works. So let's see how the snapshot works in AWS EBS. This example is very interesting. Don't move and listen to this carefully. Okay, let's carefully see the state 1. You have 10 GB of volume. Okay, so you have it now and you have taken the snapshot. So now we have snap A. That is your first snapshot and your snapshot storage is now 10 GB. All set, isn't it? 10 GB of volume, 10 GB of snapshot. All good for now. Then we have a change in the state. We now are in state 2. And there is a change in 4 GB of data. And the 6 GB out of our 10 GB remains unchanged. If you see, we have taken a snapshot of 10 GB before and now we create the snapshot B, which is the delta, that is the change data of 4 GB from the total 10 GB we had. And where is the other 6 GB now? So the 6 GB now acts as a reference in snapshot B. Just to be clear again, the other 6 GB of unchanged data which are already copied and stored in snap A are referenced by snap B rather than again being copied. This is indicated by the dashed arrow that you see here. So this is how we don't duplicate the data. And out of 10 GB, 4 GB gets changed and we take the backup of 4 GB in the snapshot. And for the remaining 6 GB, we simply refer to the previous snapshot without creating a copy. So you've seen here, this is the 4 GB that we have. And for this 6 GB, we reference it from the snapshot A. Moving on to a much more complex scenario. Don't worry, we will simplify this as well. So we have the stage 3. And where we have added 2 GB of space or extra volume, or the additional volume that we have. When we create a snapshot C, the 2 GB that was added to the volume will be taken into snapshot C. Okay, the beautiful aspect is that to replicate the 6 GB and 4 GB, it has to just visit snapshot B, and for the 6 GB snapshot B already refers to snapshot A. Just like here. So the 4 GB that comes here makes it a reference from the snapshot B, and the snapshot B already has a reference of 6 GB from snapshot A. So we are done with our snapshot and we haven't duplicated anything. See how intelligently we have created 3 snapshots and we have not even duplicated any data. And that's how well AWS has designed block storage snapshots. As I've already told you that EBS volumes are availability zone specific, then how can we migrate them? Let's see. And before moving on, I just wanted to tell you this once again. So in state 1, we had 10 GB of volume and we have taken the snapshot. We have our snapshot ready, that is a snapshot A. And in the state 2 that we have the 4 GB changed. So the delta is divided into 2 parts, like the 6 GB which was unchanged and the 4 GB which got changed. And when we took the snapshot for snap B, we had referenced the 6 GB from the snapshot A. And in the third scenario that we had for the state 3, we had added 2 GB additional. And that snapshot was taken with snapshot C, that is the 2 GB. And the 4 GB was referenced by the snapshot B. And the 6 GB which was in the snapshot B was referenced by the snapshot A, which was the original unchanged block. So that's how snapshots work.